Hey, welcome back. This is Seth again, and I'm here to share with you today's tool, which is called Today's Plan. Now, notoriously, my students do not like planners and they do not like planning. There are a few of them that do, but most of my students don't like to plan. They actually like to be spontaneous and free and go with the flow. And planning can feel restrictive, it can feel confusing, but in order for you to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish in life so that you can have an awesome life where you're free to do anything you want, have any job you want, create the lifestyle you want, you must figure out a way to manage a lot of details and tasks that you don't want to do. Well, something that you'll need to develop eventually is to have a today's plan. So you do, unfortunately, need to have a plan or system of some sort to plan for long-term things like weeks and months, but you also need to be making a daily plan. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it really is necessary, and here's why. If you're a very right-brain, creative thinker, a non-linear thinker, somebody who doesn't fit inside the box, generally speaking, you're a very abstract thinker, which is a great thing. But when it comes to details and to remembering what needs to be done and managing small details of multiple things, especially when you start getting into middle school, high school, and college, you need a way to make things concrete. You need to take them from the abstract right brain and move them into a concrete way so that you can manage it. And one of the best ways to make it concrete is by making a daily plan. Don't worry, it's not that difficult. I'll break it down for you right now. First of all, part of the reason you dislike planning and planners is because you struggle with executive function things. That I've been talking about executive function, but that's the brain's ability to execute tasks. The brain's ability to do stuff with a lot of details, complex things like homework or writing a paper, getting it from start to actually getting it in the teacher's hand. There's a lot going on. And that is challenging for you. So it's just not fun. So that's part of the reason that this is so troublesome. But the good news is that it's a legitimate thing that has to do with brain development. And your brain is still developing. And it will get better and better. So that's good to know. Now, in order for you to be able to use a method like it to make today's plan, it has to be simple. It also has to be useful. You aren't the type of person who will just do something that you're told to do generally. You need to find meaning in it. It has to be useful to you. And if somebody's just telling you to do something and it doesn't feel authentic or useful, you don't want to do it. So it has to be simple, useful, and finally, you have to have some ownership. You have to create your own style for making today's plan or for your folders or for any system that you have. You have to have ownership. You have to feel like it's yours. You have to be able to create a style for planning that works for you, not that somebody just tells you how to do. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do it. I want you to make your own. I'm going to give you some guidelines of what works though, because I do this all the time with students, but you're going to create your own style of this. You have to have buy-in also. And that means that you believe in it. And it's hard to get buy-in because you want to resist it. Again, because you dislike it. It's not fun. So to get the buy-in is hard. But you probably know that if you did have a method for having a daily plan, it probably would help your life. I can't convince you of that. You really have to have the buy-in, though, to feel like this is valuable. So I'm telling you it is, but you got to be there. Now, how do we do this? Here's how. Basically, you're going to be making a little piece of paper that says today's plan on it. The ones I use with my students are really small, really easy, really manageable. You can make them on colored paper, white paper, anything you want. But I make I will take a chart, and I'll have this on my site for you. And I make a 4x4 chart, and I have the template on that chart. And then I cut up a bunch of them for my students. So basically, here's how it works. The first thing that I do with my students that works really well is I have them set an intention for your plan for the day. So let's say you come home from school, you sit down, and you write out, you start to write out your plan. The first thing that you want to write out is what's your intention. So that could be to be focused, to not have any distractions. Maybe you're going to use a website blocker to block websites that are distracting to you. Maybe you'll turn off your cell phone, whatever it is. Your intention might be to finish the most important thing. Your intention might be to enjoy yourself while you're studying, or to do it anyway, or to relax while you're studying. Whatever your intention is, I have my students choose their intention, and it's really, really powerful because it sets in motion your brain wanting to do that thing. So actually writing out the intention helps the brain actualize that intention. Very, very powerful. Might not seem like it, but if you try it for a while, you'll see that it is. After you write your intention, you write your number one priority for the day. If you get nothing else done that day or that evening, what's the most important thing? Is it studying for a test, drafting a paper, doing a specific homework, checking your grades, emailing a teacher for support? I don't care what it is, but what do you think is the most important thing? So that's the next thing we look at. Because if you get nothing else done, at least you hopefully have the most important thing done. Next, you just start a simple to-do list. Today I need to do math, page 32, numbers 1 through 20. Today I need to write my draft. I need to finish my science lab. I need to do my French homework, whatever it is. Just make a very simple to-do list of your homework and studying and projects or papers for that evening that you need to work on. And finally is the back burner. If you are sitting there and you think of something that's not exactly relevant, but you want to remember it, you need to remember it, throw it in the little back burner section of your paper. And that could be remember to get mom a birthday present, or that you have to purchase something at the store, or whatever it is, anything that's back burner. You want to make a phone call or remember to email someone. Just throw those things on this little back burner list. So again, here's how it works. You jot down, first of all, your intention. You jot down your number one priority. If nothing else happens, that thing is going to happen today no matter what. Of course, you're not always going to do it. You're not perfect. Don't be really heavy on yourself with that stuff. But you're going to want to at least get it down. Next, what are the other things you need to do? Next, is there anything on the back burner? So, let's see. Try this. What I want you to try today is to download the template that I have that will give you this, today's plan right here. Copy it and paste it into your own Google Doc or Word doc. Tweak it the way that you want to. Make it look how you want, make it say the words that you want. Print about 40 of them, and there are 4 per page, so that's printing about 10 pages or get about 10 pages copied. Cut them up so that you have a stack of about 40 of these little slips of paper. Put them in a really good spot. It could be on the desk, it could be in the backpack, you could have some on your desk, some in the backpack, doesn't matter. Get them in a good spot where you're going to be able to easily access them because they're no good to you if you can't find them. Use them daily, finally, and when you use them daily, take about 3 minutes. It might take up to 5 minutes to sit down and just focus on what do I need to do today and write out your today's plan. So that's what I want you to try. Get it tailored how you like it and try to use it. This is very powerful. I cannot tell you how powerful this is. It helps my students take control of their lives and feel more on top of things and feel more confident. It makes the abstract become concrete. Good luck to you, and I'll see you soon. Take care.